Hi everybody, welcome back to another episode of Rachel's Page Turners. Today I'm trying something different. As you can see, I have a different setup and I'm hoping that maybe this will be easiest. As much as I love my usual corner with my tapestry, it's just so dark in that corner. And now that it's winter, it gets dark really early. And if I don't film in the morning, then I have hardly any light in the afternoon. And so I'm hoping maybe by my bed, I'll have some natural lighting. Because it gets kind of awkward and really squished when I try to film right in front of that window. And also, at least this way, you can't see the giant mess my fiance likes to leave behind on his side of the bed. But I digress. Today I'm going to be doing my Bookish Christmas haul. These are items that I received for Christmas. I received other things, but for this haul I'm really just focusing on the Bookish items. One of the items I got for Christmas is Harry's Last Stand by Harry Leslie Smith. I listened to this on Audible after Lena over at Just Kiss My Frog talked about it. She even did an interview with Harry Leslie Smith. I've talked about this book before. I love this book. This book is definitely one of my favorites. I looked for this book for a while and couldn't really find it, so I requested this for Christmas, and my mother-in-law was very kind enough to gift this to me for this year. If you're not familiar with what the story is, it's a memoir where Harry Leslie Smith just talks about the importance of national health care. Another book that I got for Christmas is Shadow and Bone by Leigh Bardugo. I've been hearing about this book a lot, and I, for some reason, had never gotten a chance to picking this up. The cover is absolutely gorgeous. I just love the whole color scheme of it. My mother-in-law said she had went to Barnes & Noble and went to a staff member and went, "Hey, my daughter-in-law likes fantasy and she likes YA. What do you recommend?" And they gave her this. I'm really looking forward to reading this. Third book that I got for Christmas is Les Mis by Victor Hugo. The musical definitely has made a huge impact on my life. And I remember attempting to read this when I was in like 8th grade, 9th grade, around the time that I attempted to read Moby Dick. And I really didn't get all that far. So I'm very much looking forward to finally picking this up. The next book I got for Christmas is such a gorgeous book. I've been saying for a while how I just love the Barnes & Noble collection edition, like all the different classics. And I got one of them for Christmas. Look how pretty it is. It is the Jane Austen 7 Novels edition. It has Sense and Sensibility, which is my favorite one, Pride and Prejudice, Mansfield Park, Emma, Northanger, is it Northanger or is it Northanger? Northanger Abbey, Persuasion, and Lady Susan. Out of these, I've only read Sense and Sensibility and Pride and Prejudice. I cannot wait to get mine. Like, I was about to say I can't wait to get my hands on it. I already do. What I mean to say, I can't wait to crack this open and really read it. Just look how beautiful it is. Just look at the spine. And there's just gold leaf pages. It's just, oh, it's just going to look so pretty on my shelf. And the last book I technically got for Christmas, there's other things in here, but in my Christmas haul that I got on Christmas Day, this book is the last book I received on Christmas, and it is Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets, the illustrated edition. I know I talked about it in previous videos, how I was very much anticipating it, and how I would very much to open this on Christmas Day, and I did. Just look how beautiful it is. I just love the end pages and just everything about it. The next thing I got for Christmas are a couple of Funko Pops. One is Harry Potter and one is Hermione, and they're both from the 4th year Twilight Tournament collection. There's also Ron in his dress robes, Draco, Luna, Albus, Sirius, Dobby, a Dementor, and Neville Longbottom. I am so very happy that I have these. It seems like this is the year of the Funko Pop, since I finally got my first one in my Loot Crate box. I'm just so excited to have these guys to add to Newt. The next thing I got for Christmas is this really awesome Quidditch shirt. Not entirely sure if you can see that, but it says the Miss 2001 with the broomstick like cross with the snitch on it. It's a very cool looking shirt, and it has like faded feel to it, like I've worn it for a while. It's just a really comfy shirt and I'm very excited to have it. The next bookish item that I got for Christmas is really hilarious. It's these Gryffindor knee-high socks, complete with cape. I don't know how long the cape is going to last because I tend to like really wear out my clothes, and something tells me like these capes are going to get stuck on something. If you like turn it around a little bit, there's the Gryffindor crest to it. I love these. I think these are so awesome. The next thing I got for Christmas, I'm actually wearing, but with my new setup, I can't just easily show you. So I guess I'm taking off my shirt. Don't worry, I got something on underneath. Don't get overexcited. It is a sweatshirt, but it's a Christmas sweatshirt, complete with the letter R. It's supposed to represent the Christmas sweater that Ron got. This was a gift from my fiance. I love it. It's so soft, and I'm very much excited to have a Christmas sweater. I think it's so cool that I got a Christmas sweater on Christmas. It's almost like awesome. Like, that's one thing off of my bucket list. Put this back on because it's cold. It's New England. It's very cold. Although for New England standards, it's actually pretty mild today. And I don't even know if my hair looks okay, but we're just gonna hope for the best. And the last item I received for Christmas is this really awesome messenger bag from ThinkGeek. It is like shaped as like the old book. What is it called actually? Yeah, it's called Old Book Messenger Bag. It looks like a really big leather tome. It's so awesome. I love the little clasp here. And the inside is very nice. It has this lovely, I'm assuming, faux silk lining. And there's this lovely pocket in the inside. There's a pocket for the laptop, should I carry it. It's just a really cool bag. I do have one little qualm with it though. Like, why is there only one handle? I mean, I love the bag nonetheless, but why? Why is there just one? So I have other bookish items to show you. That's all the bookish items I received on Christmas Day. But the fun does not stop here. My fiance actually also got a couple of bookish items for Christmas, but I'm assuming what's his mine, right? For Christmas, he received one of those Barnes & Noble's like special edition classics, and he received the Sherlock one, the complete Sherlock Holmes by Sir Arthur Conan Doyle. And again, it's just a beautiful book. And the end pages are so pretty. I love really pretty end pages. I feel like it's such an opportunity lost when publishers don't show off pretty end pages. And I'm not sure if you were able to see these, but my fiance for Christmas got a couple of these Doctor Who comic book wall decorative things. Like, they look like comic books, which, you know, which makes them considered a bookish item. It's just very cool. This is the Cybermen one. And this one is the Doctor Who TARDIS one. If you couldn't tell by my background, I got him a Doctor Who comforter set. I feel like his Christmas was very much Doctor Who themed. Mine was obviously Harry Potter themed, but his definitely went with a more sci-fi feel. He also got a couple of Doctor Who Pop Funkos, so definitely a Doctor Who Christmas. And that was all the bookish items we received on Christmas Day. On Boxing Day, we had gone out with our family, both my father-in-law, my mother-in-law, and my grandmother-in-law. I said both. All three. It was my grandmother-in-law's birthday on the 26th, so we had gone out and taken her out to breakfast. We had gone to IKEA to get a bunch of stuff, and then we had gone out to lunch. And during that time, we had gone to Barnes & Noble. I was avoiding buying things like, no, we should really save money. You know, I spent all this money for Christmas. Stick me in a bookstore. I forget I'm supposed to save money. One of the books I got at Barnes & Noble is a signed copy of Tales of the Peculiar by Ransom Riggs. I just love the look of the book. I love like the end pages. It just looks a very fancy old-timey book. I wanted to get this as soon as I heard about it over at BEA and BookCon, and I was totally bummed when I wasn't able to get my poster signed by Ransom Riggs, but now I have this. Technically, I've yet to read the Peculiar Children series, but I've been meaning to. I feel like that's something I am going to enjoy. But if not, I have the novellas. I feel like I would definitely enjoy the novellas, if not the the actual series. The next book I bought at Barnes & Noble is Calamity by Brandon Sanderson. I love this series. The Reckoner series, I have to say, is one of my favorite series. I actually haven't read this one yet, and this one is the last book. I actually borrowed it from my library not too long ago, but I guess I can return it now since I own it myself. And as you can see, it is also a signed copy. As soon as I saw these books were signed, I'm like, okay, I have to get them. Because I had that attitude of like, okay, these are signed books, I have to get them, I was actually going to put this one back. This is the screenplay to Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them, and I actually walked in thinking, alright, I'm just going to get this, and that's it. And then I started looking around. While I was in line to buy the books, I actually had put this down and was like, and jokingly went, oh, I'll come back for you. I just couldn't justify spending almost $100 on books because they're all hardcovers. They're all like full-priced hardcover books, and I just couldn't justify buying 3 at the same time. But my fiance was behind me in line getting a book himself, which I'll show you in a second. And he's like, you know what? Consider this another Christmas present. And he is so good to me. Obviously, my fiance is a keeper. And the last book I want to talk about is The Divine Comedy by Dante Alighieri. Is that how you pronounce it? This is the book that my fiance wanted to buy at Barnes & Noble. As you can see, it's another one of the Barnes & Noble collection editions. And he's been wanting to read this for a while, and he was like, you know what, even if I don't like it, it's such a gorgeous book, we have to put it on the bookcase. And like, yeah, you're right, I agree, but we probably, you know, should like the book before we buy it. But he wanted to read it, and he wanted to have it, and so he bought this for himself. I'm okay with the purchase. It is a very pretty book. That is everything I have to show you for today. I was very blessed this Christmas. I always get very flustered at Christmas because I always feel like my in-laws do far too much. I guess the easiest way for me to say this, I'm just always taken aback by their generosity. I love my in-laws. They're very good to me, and I'm so grateful that they are a part of my life. Did you get anything interesting for Christmas? Please feel free to talk about it down in the comments below. As always, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys had a really great holiday weekend. I understand it is still Kwanzaa and still Hanukkah. So for those who are still celebrating the holidays, happy holidays. And I hope to see you guys in the next video. Bye guys!